Ted Noffey going in. They're all in line. They're off in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile. And they go right out to the front together. Brandt and Ted Noffey away 1-2. Mr. AP came out running in third. Then Comport, Litmus Test on the outside, and Trepido is the trailer, and Brandt will be the leader, but Ted Noffey is not far behind. He's a half length behind on the outside, 7 furlongs from the finish. Now Brandt's going to get a little bit of daylight here and open up a length and a half. And then it's Mr. AP third, Litmus Test is fourth, 4 lengths off the lead just ahead of Comport and the trailer in Trepido. Brandt leads Ted Noffey onto the backstretch through a 23.46 quarter. A moderate tempo for this group as they continue their journey with 5 furlongs to go. Then Mr. AP third on the inside. Litmus Test is fourth just outside of him. Then comes Comport. Intrepido is the trailer. These two favorites have been 1-2. They went 46.99 for a half mile. Flavian Pratt and Brandt. Into the far turn, John Velasquez and Ted Noffey just a half length behind. And then it's Mr. AP third with 3 furlongs to go. Litmus Test is fourth, Intrepido and Comport. Around the far turn, Brandt and Ted Noffey. They have been together throughout, and now their noses apart. These two grays will come to the top of the stretch together in their bi-coastal battle, and they're into the stretch, and Ted Noffey has taken the lead from Brandt with 1 furlong to run. And then comes Mr. AP third, Ted Noffey there at the 16th pole. Brandt is not done yet. He's coming back. Ted Noffey, Brandt, Mr. AP's in at 2. Here's the wire. Ted Noffey did it. Ted Noffey wins the Breeders' Cup Juvenile over Mr. AP. Brandt was third, and Litmus Test was fourth.
You are looking at an undefeated son of Into Mischief, your Breeders' Cup Juvenile champion in Ted Noffey, and firmly stamping himself as the horse to watch for next year's Kentucky Derby.
I mean, look at him galloping out right here. Still has his ears up in an absolute gallop. I love this horse's demeanor. Brandt went to the lead. Johnny Velasquez was right off of him, turning for home, still had next. I mean, hey, Michelle, to your point, I still think he has room to improve. Right? It looked like he was kind of waiting a little bit, and then when the field came to him, he just has those gears where he knows exactly what he has to do in the end.
Let's take it back right to the start, because these two hooked up right away.
Yeah.
Simon, we expected Litmus Test maybe to be more forwardly placed, but Brandt and Ted Noffey set the tone for this race right from the starting gate.
I would imagine the instructions don't take away anything that comes easy, and the lead came very easy to Brandt. I mean, he was just quicker than everybody else if you go back to the start and look. And I thought Flavian Pratt did an outstanding job of establishing the lead under very little duress. The horse did on his own and then slow it down. Let's go back to the start. You're looking at the 2 outside post positions. He did bobble a little bit. The 1 had a bad start, but Brandt did go to his feet a little bit and righted the ship very quickly, establishes the rail, and I thought Flavian, you know, it looked like they were going to go pretty quick, but Joe down the backside, the opening quarter, 23 and change, I thought he managed to rate, and he rated nicely and kindly on the front end.
Yeah, for this type of race, I mean, they went almost 47. They really slowed it down, and it put Ted Noffey in an absolutely perfect spot. And I feel like all 3 of his races leading up to this were picture perfect of this ride. Johnny Velasquez just has him always in a great spot, and you could see him right here. I mean, he's traveling so well within himself.
I couldn't believe he waited so long to ask him. I mean, you know, they were pushing on Brandt going out of that turn, and I was thinking, come on, Johnny, you got to ask at some point. But as soon as they turned for home, Ted Noffey knew, oh, this is when I'm supposed to, you know, start to do my job, and he didn't even need very much encouragement to get out there and start fighting.
I think, you know, when you're a rider probably on top of him, and it's a great feeling, right, Joe? You know what's underneath you. Us sitting here in the stands probably thinking, go, 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 but you know you've got so much horse underneath you. And Michelle, you gave the late shout out to the 3, Mr. AP. How about this horse? Claimed for a maiden $150,000. He finishes second in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile.
What a great claiming job by Vladimir Sarin. And honestly, a great job by Freysu. He kept him there on the rail. He was loaded, and he was sitting here kind of looking for this spot, and he really got after this horse when he angled him out and got him out of the dirt a little bit. He put in a very good closing kick. He's not going to reel in Ted Noffey, but he sure gave it the old college try.
I mean, for a second right here, it looked like he was going to have a shot right there in the end. But to your point about Ted Noffey,